Welcome back, everybody. This is Rudy, Alpha Investments. Rudy. My name's Jesse S. I'm one of your patrons. I love Force of Will. So will you just like open a bunch of crazy random Force of Will stuff? Sure, why not? Let's have some fun today. So first, we're gonna open some random, old school, original packs. Long packs, by the way, of the original that started up the craziness years ago. Crimson Moon, we got some original packs there. Then we're going to go over to Moon Priestess Return. We got some packs of that. See if we can get ourselves some booty cat action. Then we're going to go over, I found these random 2 leftover Curse of the Frozen Casket era. Then we also got everybody's flipping favorite. We've got, hold on, don't look at the back barcodes. Then we got a bunch of the 7 Kings era. We're going to open a bunch of those. On top of that, we got ourselves the old Walmart MJ Holdings booster box of Twilight Wanderer. That's going to be a lot of fun. And of course, it wouldn't be Force of Will if we didn't represent what ruined history. Oh, it's so much fun. And at the end, of course, Jesse, I'm going to send you a bunch of free stuff and dual decks and starter decks just for being a cool dude. And of course, you paid me $100 million for this video. So, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. All right, so let's start. We're going to start with the oldest. And we're going to go all the way back here to the original long first printing packs of Crimson. So hopefully we find some cool stuff, Jesse. Enjoy the video, relax. Everybody want to go down memory lane with Force of Will. This is fun. I like to do this like once, every 6 months to a year. I don't even remember the order of the packs. Oh man, this is what made this thing such an iconic era. It was unbelievable. You got your commons in the front. Oh my goodness. Then you get the uncommons, Jewels. I remember that. Heavenly. Yeah, your stone, and we have a basic Commander of Wolves, basic foil rare. Not a great hit in the very first pack. Swing and a miss, folks. A swing and a miss. I would love to pull something crazy. Oh my goodness, can you guys imagine? God, you know what's funny? A lot of these common, uncommons still sell really good on the open market. And I used to sell this card for $2 a piece as a common. I think I sold like 300 of those. Uncommon, Return the Stories. The old Gretel. And the original Lightstone, my goodness. Juliet the Hope. I remember this SR. Foil rare, super duper rare, and Thunder. Wow. This Thunder thing, I used to sell these for $7 a card. I remember that back in the day. That was a decent pack, everybody. SR and the infamous Red Burn Thunder there. Clockwork Aquabomb. Apple. Oh my goodness. Dream of Juliet. Classic. Siege Warfare. The Bowman. Gretel again. Fire. And Stone. Yeah, the Golden Dragon. Not the greatest, but it was an SR. Never a big one. The Silver Player. This one actually used to be pretty good. Not too bad. So we got another normal pack there. Nothing crazy in that one. Oh my goodness. Brings back memories. I know some people never got into Force of Will, but you guys have no idea how much when this era, the volume and the business and the secondary market was such a fun time. Midnight Bell, very classic common cards. Elvish, Extras, Heavenly. Jewel Branch, never a great uncommon. Into the back, there you go. Swordsman of the Full Moon. Good old SR with the pointers there. That was a decent SR. Not one of the best in the set. And the Bloody Moon, not Blood Moon. Bloody Moon there for the rares. So we did not get anything too crazy. Some iconic cards from the past there. Let's jump over to Curse. Now, Curse was right after I stopped doing mass box openings in Force of Will. So I did not actually get to open this set. So this was one of the sets I was not super familiar with. Wow, that's really nice. Why is it common? The common? Are all the cards foil? Oh, I just happened to get a foil common on top. So as you can see, this was also when they changed the framing of the card also. You can see some of the numbers on the side. They actually moved some things around here. I believe the pack order is still the same, though. Common, Mad Ani. I didn't do anything with this set. I do not have a lot of memories. Melt into nothing. And Charlotte's Water Transformation. Okay. That's an uncommon. Our next uncommon here, Ancient Heartfelt Fire. And going into the goodies, we got the rare Bird of Paradise. Look at that, dancing in the sky. And we have ourselves a fancy little SR non-foil. I'm not sure if he's still into the codes, so I won't show the code on camera fully there. I'll cover it up. That was a big thing. People used to sell those codes and everything, so I'm not sure. I won't really show that. It's be scannable. And, of course, a nice little Darkness Stone in the back. See, I thought, this is, unfortunately, Force of Will was so damaged during this time. It really, this set didn't get the appreciation it probably should have. Oh, boy, I tell you what, they really did a bang-out job on these stones, man. Look how nice they made those stones. I guess the first card's always a foil. Okay, even in a common, okay. Elf of Glory. Still love the artwork on this. Very, very cool. Tiger Charge. Servant of the Mirage. Okay, don't remember, never seen that. Flying Cloud. Never seen that uncommon. Ani Governor. Never seen that uncommon. And into the rare here, Eternal Recurrence. Wow, that is a creepy looking one. And ourselves a Hunter of Reality SR. See, I don't remember any of these cards. I don't remember what was good or not in that particular era. It was so long ago. All right, let's jump over to this. This is a fun one here. This is infamous Moon Priestess, everybody. This was a booming era. One of the peak eras of Force of Will here. A lot of weird promos and misprints and unique things. Crime and Punishment. Great card. King in Yellow. Sign of the Future. Call. Another very, very successful common. There you go. We got ourselves a foil rare. The old Ragnarok. Very popular rare. Magic Stone of Moonlight. Used to sell very well. Not so much anymore. Complex. Not a good uncommon. And Wise Servant. Beautiful art. Not a home run uncommon. It would be crazy if we actually hit some sort of like weird variant of the Little Red Stone or an SR or a J Rule or something. Or even the Booty Cat. Can you imagine if we had something crazy just from a few random packs? Look at these guys! That cracks me up. Alright. Holy Warrior. The Flying Carpet. The Alice. Guardian of Dimensions. Not the most popular Alice, but, you know, hey, not bad. And the Wise Servant again. And Hide the Chaos. Come on, I want to get at least something really wild. But man, you guys have no idea. I mean, these things, you were like people were selling these for $4 to $6 a pack at the beginning. It was unbelievable. The market and everything, the conditions. The Milky Way Moon, not one of the greatest SRs, everybody. I remember that very particular. Unspeakable, not the greatest rare. And Shooting Star and Hide the Chaos. Well, we're not getting any good hits here. Man, stay with me, Jesse. We'll get something. We'll get something. I was like, man, what a weak start. I was hoping to get something really wild here. Art of Sinbad and the old Grandsire Nomads. There we go. Finally, we got something sweet. All right, we got ourselves a nice little J-Ruler. You remember this? Very, very cool. I remember the first time I saw this artwork. I thought that was the coolest thing. Still looks awesome. Not the one of the most expensive. So there's Seth. And, of course, Shooting Star and Complex. Hey, we did get a J-Ruler. Not one of the most popular ones there compared to the I think it was, what, Wind and Water, or I think at that era were the most expensive, most popular. So, still very cool. Total Eclipse, and there you go. Goddess of Fertility. Very iconic card from this era. This thing, I remember selling these for a couple bucks a card. I remember I had one guy buy like all 200 of my copies from the mass box opening on this card. Goddess of Fertility, that brings back memories. And the Shining Trapezohedra Onomatopoeia. Very cool card. Nice little wind. And I've had the Musicians and the Fox. Nothing too crazy. That was cool. We actually got a J Roller. Actually had some decent hits. And again, it's amazing. I love the cardstock quality. It's one thing Force Will always just had a home run on. All right, let's go over to something different. What are we doing now? That's Seven Kings from the old Alice and Twilight and Wanderer era here. These do have the code things in the back. Yeah, I think. Yeah, okay, so these do have the will point. Is the will point still a thing? And it was funny because this was the time when it was booming. They started stamping first edition on the cards. I don't know if a lot of people remember that. But they never actually did a reprint, and they never actually did like a second edition or unlimited edition. So it was kind of a strange thing how you have that first edition stamp, but nothing ever came out of it. Scion of Ancient Lore, swing and a miss. I always thought that was kind of a weird time in Force of Will, how they put that first edition, but they never made a second edition. So it was kind of awkward, you know. What do we got here? Endless Night for our first uncommon. The Gay, there you go. Horn of Sacred. Anybody remember the old regalias? Man, that was people loved them, hate them, broke the game, blah, blah, blah. Very, very iconic time. Oh, and we got ourselves a very nice little Maribel, the Steel Doll. I thought it was a J-Ruler at first, but man, I remember it. All of these Regalia, man, you guys have no idea. Regalia was such a big thing back then. Like, oh my goodness. Like some of the top ones, I just love saying that. Regalia, I would just call, they were pretty much just weapons and accessories, but they had a really cool Regalia. Wow, I can't even open this pack. Hang on, everybody. It was such a cool thing. They were so overpowered, and people got angry, broke the game. I can't even open the pack. Sorry, everyone. Holy smokes. I mean, make you wait. Here we go. Oh, I see something shiny in the back there. All right, Alice Casting. Man, sold a ton of those things. Flame Cap. War Dance of the Valkyries, another very popular card. And there we go. Horn. Oh, we got oh, look at that. Look at that. There's something you don't see every so. I want to talk about that for here. We'll move the move that real quick. And what's in the middle here? Just a stone. Yeah. All right, so I want to comment on this. This was the first time, I don't know if this was the first set, but this era was when you had the rares. You had foil rares, and you had these monstrously crazy gold Force of Will stamped full arts, where the art would go all the way through the text box versus the text box being white. And some cards became extraordinarily expensive, everybody. I mean, holy smokes, you guys have no idea. Some of those cards that were full art, gold stamped like that, they were so expensive back then. It became just insane. So, yeah, I want to lay that out there. I don't know if anybody remembers that. Got Alice's these little cards right here, like Alice's Guards, some of these little cards, these things sold so well. And that was one of the biggest things that helped Force of Will become very popular, was the secondary market at one point was thriving. Realm of the Dead rare, and nice little stone, and another full art gold stamp. Wow, we're getting lucky on this one. Love it. Stunningly beautiful, everybody. And of course, the Realm of the Dead. Beautiful. And of course, so you know, Jesse, again, appreciate, by the way, I have a bunch of these also. I'm going to send these in with your package. Sorry, covered in dust there. Sorry about that. These were the top loaders from Force of Will that actually had the Force of Will gold stamping on the top loader. So you could literally take a regular rare and kind of pretend it was actually like a full art stamped like this. It was kind of a cool little thing. So I'm going to send you some of those. Just wanted to let you know. I thought you'd appreciate that. I was a big fan of those back in the day, so I still have a bunch left over. All right, moving on here. Let's see if we can get some other craziness. Crazy. All right, good old Force of Will. Talk about memory lane, everybody. Sacred Beast. Oops. Oh, look at that Lightstone. Very cool artwork there. And March of the Machine Lord is our foil uncommon. And, of course, just the code in the back there. Nothing too crazy so far. I was kind of hoping we got some good, really nice full art gold stamp cards there, but nothing. Little Guardian, very, very, very popular common card. Same thing, Foresee here, very popular there. A little Dark Purge action. Clockwork Soldiers, Gaze, Blazing Volcano. I spent so much time looking at these cards, everybody. You all have no idea. Boom! There we go. J Ruler, the world famous, infamous, nope. World famous Valentina. The infamous Valentina, everybody. Stunningly infamous, curvy, just very iconic. Her playmats were some of the most popular, successful playmats ever for some weird reason. I don't know why. All right, everybody. Very nice. So actually, that's our second J Ruler. That's actually pretty impressive. Boy, these packs. I don't remember the packs being that tough to open. Maybe it's because they're just really old. Maybe because I resealed them. I have no idea what the deal is here. All right, here we go, everybody. Keen Sense. The Red Dragon. Popular card. Sacred Beast. And boom! Sacred Beast again. Full art. Gorgeous. Gold stamped. Full fancy schmancy flashy card. Look at that. Man, it's been so long since I've seen some of these. Sacred Beast. Wow, that's 3. That is definitely higher than average for just opening these bunches of packs here. I just want to see what else cool stuff we can get. Let's go right to the goodies now. We've kind of seen all the common, uncommon stuff there. Oops, sorry. He is technically the Sacred Beast non-foil rare. And Sacred Beast is our foil rare. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to try to show that code real quick. Trying to hide the codes. I don't know if people still use those points or not, but I know that was a big thing back in the day. So, yes, the old Mechanical City, the Phantom Beast. Yeah, Spirit of the Beast Lady. That used to be a very popular rare. I remember that card. Waterstone. And look at that again. Spirit of Beast Lady. Another full art gold stamped Force of Will. Wow, that's oddly, we're getting a lot of those. I don't remember them being that easy to get, unless we're just getting a really lucky batch of booster packs here. Like I said, these are just leftover packs I had. Phantom of the Promegada. And boom, Scion of Ancient Lord, foil uncommon in the back. So not bad. So that was a really nice block, really nice run for 7 Kings, everybody. So now we're going to jump over to the old Twilight Wanderer booster box here. I want to talk about that a little bit. And what's cool too, by the way, if anybody remembers these booster boxes, you kind of could fold them down and you could kind of create your own booster box display with these gorgeous like art box topper things they did. Very, very nice. And there was a bunch of different ones that you could get in the different booster boxes. So I think there was maybe 5 or 10 different ones of these. It was pretty cool a long time ago. So I always thought that was kind of a neat thing. All right, so same thing. Twilight Wanderer. This is the actual Twilight Wanderer booster box. We'll look at 1 pack of commons, just so everybody can appreciate the epic artwork on these things. I mean, just absolutely mechanical sprite. The Son of God, great uncommon. And again, same thing. They stamped that first edition, but they actually never made it around to doing the second edition. So, gorgeous stones. And of course, here we go right here, everybody. SR, Little Match Girl. I remember you for our very first one. So, very, very cool. So many memories for me. And like I said, I don't know how many people were out still watching my videos that were into the big Force of Will. The Sprites, very popular card back in the day. Young Knights, popular. Black Ribbon, sold good. Beastly Attack, Shadow Wing. Son of God again sold well. The Jealous Queen, gorgeous, a lot of popular, a lot of collectors and players were very, very big fans of the old Jealous Queen, some of her playmats and artwork. And boom, this was a pop, man. Holy crap! I remember selling these for $10, $20. This is a full art gold stamped Rulers. Can you guys even see it? Sorry, I don't even know if you guys can. There you go. Rulers Memoria. Oh my God, stunningly beautiful card. Like literally, I want to take a picture of that as like the box, just for like the video's cover. Like that is so beautiful. Oh, such a beautiful card. Oh my goodness. Like I said, I don't even know if those will points are still a thing. If anybody cares, but man, some of that stuff. Oh man, that brings back memories. Rewriting Laws. I remember that card. Born Dragon. Ah, the infamous Spirit, the Tree Girl. A lot of decks built around her. The old Overlord. Beautiful, beautiful Windstone there. And a Burn to Cinders foil common. Nothing crazy on that one, everybody. Yeah, this was the Twilight Wanderer was a very, very still popular time in Force of Will. A lot of boxes were selling kind of at the peak of the time. Little supply forces there for the old Alice. Little Eldraine the Fairy. Invasion, nothing. Barrier Shadows. A lot of people building shadow decks. Oh, beautiful Darkness Stone. And the world famous Dark Faria. Shadow Princess of Ebony. Very, very iconic girl for the old Force of Will. Gorgeous. Look at that hair. The curves, the outfit. Beautiful, stunning artwork there. Absolutely gorgeous woman. And yeah, very, very popular. Like I said, this was a huge booming era. And I miss it. I really do. I really wish Force of Will didn't just kind of drop and then just level out like where it is today. And Elizabeth, Shadow Princess of Blood. Never a big fan, but there were some. And another full art. Look at this. The old Knight of the Sun, full art gold. Wow, we were getting a lot of the full art gold stamps. Is that I don't remember if that was normal though. Like I can't remember. Did we always open that many of them, or was it? I can't remember that. Maybe they were more common. I remember. Oh, Hector, very nice. Recollection Stone and the Young Knight of Gloria foil common. Everybody, see, I can't remember. I thought for sure that like. There was only like a couple in each booster box, and we've been getting a lot more based on the rarity. So that's been a little strange, I guess you could say. Nice Fairy, Beast Counter. Oh, there we go. The infamous. Oh, wait. Oh, these are backwards. It's like, wait a minute. And what do we got here? We got ourselves a nice little foil common Suspicion. Beautiful Excalibur. Anybody remember the Excalibur cards? Part of the old Regalia. Very, very cool, iconic cards from the Wanderer era. Brings back a lot of memories, everybody. Boy, it brings back a lot of memories. Like I said, Jesse, hope you're, I don't know if you're looking for any certain cards. By the way, the foil stones were also a pretty big premium and tough to get. Black Ribbon was a very, very popular shadow. That was a look at that artwork. Oh my goodness. That was a lot of people building shadow decks. I remember selling a ton of that particular card. Like I said, though, Jesse, I don't know if you're looking for any particular card. I love that artwork. Look at that artwork. Look at that artwork. But yeah, you're getting some great pulls. Oh, look at this. Look what we got here, everybody. Holy smokes. We have an Overlord. We got Valentina again. We got the J Ruler from the Twilight Wanderer Valentina. Her infamous, infamous image. That was very popular on the playmats. Very, very iconic card. Wow. Okay. That's our second Valentina or third? Second. Man. Okay. Well, we'll do a couple more packs here. And then, Jesse, I'll send you the last few packs. I mean, I don't know if you want everything open But I'll let you keep and send you a few to actually enjoy on your own also here, in case you wanted to open or draft or do anything weird with them. Phoenix of the Flame World, very nice SR, and the foil is going to be foil uncommon Hector. Alright, so we're going to do this whole row here. We got 2 more packs of the old Twilight here, and then we're going to jump over to see if I want to talk to you guys about the old Millennia of Ages here before we end the video today. I know it's a longer video. These sprites were really popular. You guys have no idea. Alright, Eldraine the Fairy. Here we go. Dark Rizad. Ah, yeah, the Ziz. I remember people talking, Rudy, I'm going to build a Ziz deck. I was like, what? Okay. And the Sane Hatter, just a foil uncommon. Alright, not bad. We've had some decent pulls, actually. Very happy to see multiple J-Rulers and Little Miss Valentina joining us today for a couple times. That's quite unusual. Holy Ground and Dark Faria. And, oh, we got something spicy in the back. Infamous Dark Faria. Gorgeous as always. And look at this, the Recollection of Dystopia. Very iconic, gorgeous card. Wow, I don't even know if you guys can see that, if it does it justice on camera. Very, very cool, everybody. Very cool. Appreciate, Jesse, you allowing us to open a good amount of this stuff before we kind of send you everything. Always fun to kind of reflect and go back on these things. And I want to jump over the Millennia of Ages. I know this isn't expensive. This box is probably, what is it, like a $30 booster box. This is not the most expensive booster box compared to the other sets and packs. But the history, for those of you still watching this along in the video, it definitely deserves some conversation based on the history. This is such an iconic product for Force of Will. I feel it always deserves to be talked about and discussed based on what it did to the game. So, obviously, this was the smallest Force of Will set ever. Everybody, including myself, blames this set on messing up the game. And, some of these cards are iconic, and they sold very well a long time ago. And, yeah, it kind of is what it is. And 2 uncommons, the old Saint thing. It's funny, because a lot of these uncommons, like, these cards sold really well. Like, I sold so many of these cards for, like, $1 to $2 a card during this booming era. So, a couple things a lot of people don't know, by the way. This booster box, Millennia of Ages, you can actually get full art specialty promos, inserts, and like there's some weird cards that are one in every so many boxes that you can actually find in these products. Just want to lay that out there. And the old Queen of the Fantasyland, Moon, Blazer. I know, everybody remember Blazer, the creepy clown man, and the old Mistopheles, and of course Alice's Soldier. Very iconic uncommons. I just don't know how many people remember some of these really wild pulls you can actually get in this product. We got an uncommon Lumia, very cool. And we got ourselves a Mage, Emperor, and that is another Pandora, uncommon young lady. Yeah, but yeah, and I know, you guys can make fun of me all you want. I did a mass box opening on this set. No joke, everybody. No joke. Infamous, that was... So I am very familiar with this product. I want to talk about this one. So this 10-Fist Sword. There was a time this card was $1 to $2. The foil in the fancy version was $5, $10 a card. And I was probably one of the only idiots dumb enough to do a mass box opening on Millennia of Ages years ago, because I didn't know any difference. And by the way, some of these cards, look closely. Look at this crazy mountain. Ritual of Millennia. Look at this art. And now look at this. Look at this thing. Fetal movement in the world. There's like a baby person in the sky. There's some crazy hidden crap in these things, by the way. This set has some weird stuff. So Zero, very popular card back here. Zero flashing Mage Warrior was a pretty hot one. We got a Grimm and a Hansel and Gretel for our uncommons, everybody. Problem is, a lot of the value in this particular product, which kind of made this one the weak one, was lost because of the small set size. And I guess the overprinting and the market got very angry. But there are still... Like, I'm going to show you this. There are still some cards worth some money, believe it or not. So, for example, here we got ourselves Successor of Sacred Wind. This is the gold stamped, very cool feeling too. Force of Will foil, and of course another Zero. So a lot of these packs, like when I did the mass box opening years ago, I could crack these packs. And again, I paid originally for my 120 boxes in this mass box opening. I think I paid $70 a box. No joke. It was... I didn't really make any money. Now, as the years went by, eventually I think broke even, and that was it. But it wasn't worth all the work and the time. But yeah. So, but a lot of these cards sold very good for the longest time. Like here you go. Here's a good example here. Living Flame, the foil fancy version of this spiked a long time ago, $5, $10 a card. And of course, another dimension never did much. Little Red, Hope of Millennia was always a pop. Little Red decks and people using that card and collecting her was always a very popular thing. There was a lot of people that also played Force of Will that didn't even play the game. They just liked the cards. There you go. 10 Fistful, there's the foil version. These suckers were $10, $20 a card at the peak. And they sold. It was unbelievable, everybody. And of course, these Fantasy Dragon regular rares didn't do much. But again, you could get that in regular, foil, and the full art crazy variants. So there's a lot of kind of wacky variants. And like I said, Jesse, appreciate again allowing you all of us to share into this. And I don't know if you're, like I said, collecting a certain one or not. What do we got here? Oracle and the old Christie back there for uncommons. But for example, here we have the successor on the left there, regular, and Tale of Bamboo Cutter. This was just a regular foil, but there is a full art flashy version also. And what's really interesting is, like, even today, just this one box here being $30, what's really interesting is you could actually sell a lot of these, especially if you have a decent box. Like, this is a good pack. Living Flame, Alice Soldier. And then, of course, you got yourselves, I can never pronounce that particular rare, and a Fetal Movement actual foil here. You can actually, like, if you bought about, like, these packs, like, if you bought this particular box and you're paying, you know, $1 a pack, people, there's still stores out there with local communities that will open and sell singles of this stuff. It's kind of crazy, but it is a real thing. So, Little Red, again, foil version, Hope Millennia, and Blazer regular. A lot of these kind of people built a ton of decks around these cards a long time ago. And then, of course, the problems happened and things fell. So, yeah, Alice Pursuit. I'm hoping, that's why I'm opening packs. I'm hoping we can get something really wild to show you guys on camera. But it looks like we may not be getting that. I'm really hoping for something crazy here. The card I can never pronounce. Teller of Crimson Moon, Shahrazad. There you go. Shining Bamboo for the foil, and of course, another one I can't pronounce. And of course, 10 Fist Sword, phenomenal card back then. And then I also wonder, too, many times, the print run was just lower. Or instead of a 50-card set, if this was like a 300-card set, what would the difference have been? If Wizards, oh my goodness, if Force of Will had made better decisions on the engineering and R&D of this particular product. I always think about stuff like that, just something small. What if they did make some change? And then again, I know people always ask me after I do these type of videos, if anyone's even still watching this long, oh, gorgeous Queen of the Fantasy World, gorgeous artwork there. And people ask me all the time, Rudy, do you ever think this is going to like go back up to like $100 a box or the cards? You know, honestly, probably not. I'm not going to lie and just say I think it will. Most likely, I think it's going to kind of stay flat. I don't see a lot of activity in easy spikes up or down anywhere in the near term. I think it's kind of just flat where it is. And I mean, I sell these boxes normally. Like I said, this particular box is 30 a piece. The Twilight Wanderer boxes are usually 40, 50 a box. And then a lot of these other booster packs on certain sets can still sell for $3, $4 a pack, depending on which set you're dealing with. It's still a little bit more pricey than you think. So, Fetal Movement, Pandora. I'm still hoping to get one more crazy thing. No, I really want to get like another like a SR full art or something crazy in here. If I recall correctly, foil, I don't even think there's any J rulers in this set. I don't think the Millennia of Ages had the rulers in it. I'm pretty certain a lot of people were very upset with that also. Hey, there we go. Finally. Okay, I wanted to get one good thing before. Like this pack right here. Very, very cool over there. The Keeper of Magic Stones. Absolutely epic gold stamped full art card. I was really hoping, again, too, there's a lot of hidden things. I'm going to leave you a few sealed packs, Jesse. A lot of cool stuff was in Millennia of Ages that, you know, doesn't really get the credit because all the other problems it had. Anyways, Jesse, again, thank you for being a very kind patron, allowing me to open this. Just for being nice and allowing me to do the video. I'm going to send you a whole set of decks also. You're going to have all the starter decks. I'm going to give you a full set for free, just for allowing me to kind of do the video on there and Force of Will, because I know the Force of Will cards themselves aren't worth a ton of money. So, I mean, you know, even not paying much for the video, you still, you know, it's still tough to get a lot of single card value in Force of Will nowadays. So, I'm also going to give you the fancy schmancy here that Rudy owns the entire supply in the world, Outbreak of the Seven Kings, the full fancy schmancy Faria, and of course, Melgus dual deck there. I'm going to kind of give you all that in the deck just for saying thank you. And of course, everybody, hope you all enjoyed the video. And Force of Will is a special thing to me, everyone. I know not many people are interested in it. The new sets sell very well. They're still making more product, and I hope it stays that way for years to come. That's about it, everyone.